It's been a very weird time for all of us with whatever is happening around. I hope you all are safe at your place. I hope you all are taking care of yourself. In these times, the minimum you can do is follow a routine, which is something I have been trying to do for a while. And it's totally understandable if you're not feeling motivated or if you're not in that zone of working or not feeling very productive in general, because I go through that quite a lot in these times. But this video is not about my daily routine. I will make that separately. If you would want that, just let me know in the comments. So I recently posted this web series on my YouTube channel about my trip to Kerala, and a lot of you have asked me to make a video about how did I exactly make that web series. So this video is about all of that. So it took me about 3 months making this web series, where we shot for about 18 days, visiting 7 different locations in Kerala, starting from Kannur. Then we visited Kochi. After Kochi, we went to Munnar. After Munnar, we went to Alleppey. After Alleppey, we went to Trivandrum. Then we went to Varkala, and we also visited Wayanad by the end of the trip. Now I quickly want to start with music, because I know a lot of you are keen on learning where do I choose my music from. And personally for me as well, music plays a very important role in making any of the videos. And I spend a good amount of time just shortlisting that music for my videos. For this web series, I have taken all the music from this website called as Epidemic Sounds. Now, Epidemic Sound is a copyright-free music provider where you can subscribe for a plan and use the music from their website in your videos, and you won't get any copyright strike. Now, I have been using this platform for more than 2 years now, and I really like the collections they have, and they keep upgrading the music, they keep upgrading stuff. And also you can find sound effects on their website. So you can see in the whole web series, I have made sure that all the sound design is on point, and all the sound design that I've done in the web series is also taken from Epidemic Sounds. Now, I have already spoken about them a lot of times in past, but in this video, I would specifically want to tell you what was my thought process for choosing the music, or in general, when I look for a music on Epidemic Sound, how do I exactly do it? Before doing the research for the music, I tend to have a clarification in my head that what is the genre of that video, like what category would I want to put my video in. Is it an uplifting cinematic video? It could be an inspirational video. It could be a motivational video. It could be just a video with a happy vibe, chill vibe. And I take that genre, I take that keyword, and I put that in the search bar of Epidemic Sounds, and you will be able to find a lot of songs over there. Like for example, for this specific web series, I categorized it under documentary style travel web series. Like that's what I wanted to make. That's what I had in my mind while I was looking for music. So I searched for the term documentary in the search bar on Epidemic Sounds, and I came across a list of so many songs to choose from. And then I browsed through all the music, and while I was playing the music in the background, I also went through all the footages that I had from Kerala. So that's what gave me a better feel as to what song can go well with what kind of footage. So that's how I have shortlisted the music for my Kerala web series. Now, the best thing that I have done for you in this web series is whenever a new song is introduced in the web series, I have named the song. Like I have literally mentioned the name of the song in the bottom right or the bottom left corner of the video. So you can directly pick up the name and you can search it on Epidemic Sound, and you will be able to find the specific song, and you can use that song in your projects. Now, I will leave a link in the description which you can use to subscribe for a free 1-month plan. Yeah, they have a free 1-month plan, so you can subscribe for that 1 month and you will not be charged any money. I know they might ask you for card details or some sort of details, but they won't really charge you till 1 month. After 1 month, you will be charged as per the plan that you have subscribed for. But then for that 1 month, you will not be charged any money. Now, after music, let's quickly talk about the gears that I have used to film this web series. The complete web series is shot on Sony A7 III using a bunch of different lenses. I have also used a lot of drone shots, and the drone that I have used to film this web series is DJI Mavic Air 2, which is my personal favorite drone at this point of time. I have also used gimbal along with the camera in most of the shots. That's why you see most of the shots stable and cinematic. And the gimbal that I have used in this web series is DJI Ronin SC2 and DJI Ronin SC. Those were the major two gimbals that we have used to film this web series. In the lenses, I have used 17-28 f2.8 Tamron lens. Then I've also used Sony 85mm f1.4 lens, and I've also used Sony 50mm f1.8 lens. So these were the three major lenses that I was using with Sony a7 III. Now after gears, I would quickly want to get into the tech details. I have shot the entire web series at 100 FPS, which I know is criminal. But the main reason I did that was it was very sunny in Kerala at the time I was filming this web series. So it was too bright outside. Now I was using a variable ND filter, but then whenever I use a variable ND filter, I don't use it at 100% capacity, because if you use it at 100%, then you get those vignette in the corners of a video, which is very difficult to remove in the post. So I always make sure like I don't use it above 70 or 75%. So even after using it till 75%, I was still finding the video to be too bright and it was too much lit. So I had to cut down on light, for which I increased the frame rate to 1/200, and that's why I have shot the entire web series in 100 FPS. I did not really find that much of difference, to be honest, in the quality. There might be a little bit of difference, but then personally speaking, quality wise it just looks fine. So you can probably use this hack to cut down on light if it is too much bright outside. And I have shot the complete web series in D-Cine-like profile, for which I have created a color grading LUT later on in the post-production, and I have already made the LUTs available on my website. You can visit hoppingbug.com/shop and find all those color grading LUTs and use it in your project if you find them appealing. Now talking about the audio, I should have used a lapel mic, which is something I really regret, and I use it as a learning for my next upcoming projects. I was using Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, which is a really good quality mic, but then I realized that at a lot of places which are very crowded or public places, it becomes very difficult for Rode VideoMic Pro Plus to capture those sounds. Like it does capture you, but then it also captures a lot of noise from the ambience, which is very difficult to get rid with in the post. So I would personally prefer using a lapel mic if you're filming any web series where you have a subject involved. You can give the lapel mic to the subject and it becomes much more easier. Unfortunately, we did not really give that much time in pre-production, and most of the shots, most of the dialogues that you see in the web series are spontaneous. They are not scripted. We just had a sort of script in our head that, you know, there are two brothers going for a road trip where both of them are showing less known places at a specific spot in Kerala, and we have a dog who is also traveling along with us, and the whole web series is going to be from her perspective, like my dog's perspective. This is the basic thing that we had in our mind. Now while being on the trip, we came up with different ideas, like how can we connect the different locations, all the dialogues that we did. In fact, it was very difficult for me to, you know, like cope up with that thing, getting the dialogues right, because my brother was doing this for the first time. So while we were filming the dialogues, there were so many takes, because obviously like it was first time for him coming in front of camera. So he did find it a bit difficult at times, but then we somehow managed it through. Now let's talk about the editing. I have edited the complete web series on Adobe Premiere Pro, and that is one software that I use for editing any of my videos. I find it very convenient and very easy to work with, and also because I have been working on this platform for a long time, so it's easier for me. That's all from this video. I hope it helped you understand the behind the scenes of this web series. I will be covering all the topics that I've spoken about in this video in separate videos, because obviously it's going to take a lot of time if I get into details of explaining you all the concepts. So I will be making a tutorial web series very soon, and I'm really excited to share that with all of you. So yeah, stay safe, take care, and do let me know your feedback in the comment section. Do let me know what all would you want to learn from me, so that I can cover that up in my tutorial web series. And yeah, I'll see you soon in the next one. Until then, peace.